Welcome to another edition of Inside the Hashes Player Interviews. My name is Juan Guarin-Camargo, and today we're talking with Southern Regional High School running back Jaiden Brown. Now, in speaking with Jaiden, we broke down his hard-hitting play style as a running back, what it took for him to move from one town to another, how he got accustomed to it, and so much more. With all that said, let's jump into it. That you said that your mom was the reason that you started playing football in the first place. What was your first practice like when you started?
First practice was rough, Like I didn't really know what to expect going into it. It was my first time ever playing a sport, like organized sports. So, it was kind of rough, but the coaches helped me get through it, and then eventually I got used to it over time.
So as a running back, I want you to from your perspective, break down your play style for me. How would you define yourself as a running back?
I'm more of a north-south guy. I'm not going to try to stick down all around the field. If I see a hole, I'm going to hit it. I'm not going to try to get to the sideline. If I see I'm in between the tackles. My first move, especially from last year, was just, just try to run them over. But my coaches, helped me, during this offseason, try to explain to me, you can't always do that, especially as you get older, college and stuff. So, during this quarantine, I'm trying to, learn how to just break an opponent down and make a move off the right.
And who do you try to model your game after? Who's people that you watch on YouTube that you try to practice?
Saquon Barkley, that's my favorite running back. Downhill, I'll say Derrick Henry, but overall, I feel like Saquon.
Are you a Giants fan by any chance?
No, I like the Eagles actually, but he's just my favorite running back in the league.
Yo, I know you also play middle linebacker, and both positions, you as a running back, you take a lot of hits just as much as a middle linebacker makes a lot of hits. In terms of mentality, how do you kind of shift your mentality for when you have to play offense or when you play defense?
I feel they kind of go hand in hand, especially on offense. Especially since I play middle linebacker, I know how a linebacker would react, and vice versa on defense when I'm playing. I know how a running back would react.
Let's talk about a little bit about your freshman year when you were down in Jaiden Township and you first started playing high school football. What was it like to transition from middle school to high school? Were you one of the early kids that from 8th grade was able to play freshman, or did you just have to make your transition through naturally?
8th grade to freshman year was a big difference, especially playing varsity. I'm 14, 13, 14, playing with 17, 18-year-olds. So it was a big difference. I had to earn my respect. Especially for the older guys, they don't want anyone taking their spot, so I just earn their respect.
How'd you earn their respect?
My first varsity practice, everyone was knocking me down, on offense and defense. So after that first practice, I had to step it up. I came back down from I had to stay on my ground really.
You moved away from Jackson over to Southern Regional. What prompted the move?
My mom, because we used to live in a little bit smaller apartment, so we moved out here to buy a bigger house.
And how's that transition been?
It was hard at first because I didn't really know anybody, didn't really know what to do around here and stuff. During summer workouts, I would get to know the players better, and they would invite me to do certain things with them, and I would go, and then eventually I got comfortable around everybody.
Your freshman year, you almost rushed for 1,000 yards down in Jackson, and then as soon as you get to Southern Regional, you break out for 1,200 and score 15 touchdowns. Quite the jump in production. What were the steps you took in that year between freshman and sophomore year that helped you really break out in Group 5?
I would say just in the weight room, freshman year to sophomore year, I gained a lot more weight, and I was able to put on more muscle, and I got overall just stronger. Later on during the season, especially, my body would be as worn out. Also, I would work on my speed a lot. I feel there was a big difference in speed from freshman year to sophomore year.
What are some goals that you have set for yourself going into your junior year?
Junior year, I definitely want over 1,500 yards. More touchdowns, I'll say, around 15 or more. Definitely more tackles on defense.
What do you think is a better feeling, scoring a touchdown or making an interception?
I feel all just kind of depends on the game, if you're losing and you're on offense, you score a big touchdown late in the game. That's a great feeling. But then if you're on defense, you have to stop the game, stop them from scoring, and then you get the interception or tackle. That's also a great feeling. Before
we end up, I kind of have some lightning round questions that I want to throw at you. Right. So, do you call it a hot dog or a glizzy?
Hot dog.
Pork roll or Taylor ham?
Pork roll.
LeBron or MJ?
Michael Jordan.
Cardio or weights?
Weights.
Are you a morning or a night person?
Morning.
Netflix or Hulu?
Netflix.
What's better, NFL Sundays or college game day Saturdays?
College game day Saturday.
Super Bowl or national championship? National championship.
Super Bowl.
Yay! Right. The baby or little baby?
Little baby.
Wawa or Sheets?
Wawa.
Does pineapple belong on pizza?
No.
Yeah.
Oh. All right. Cat or dog?
Dog.
Okay. Big Trust or Money Mahomes?
Big Trust.
Do you like beaches or mountains?
Beaches.
Bike or skateboard?
Bike.
And finally, Coke or Pepsi?
Coke.
All right, well, Jaiden, thank you so much for speaking to me today. I really appreciate your time. I'm wishing you nothing but the best going forward.
Thank you. I really appreciate it.
Once again, I'd like to take the time to thank Jaiden for sitting down and talking with us and just wish him nothing but the best going forward in his high school junior year. And remember, for more player interviews like these, you can check us out on YouTube. You can check us out on our official website, InsideTheHashes.com. You can also find us on our social media. On Facebook, we are Inside the Hashes. On Instagram, we are at Inside the Hashes. And on Twitter, we are at Inside Hashes. For player interviews and for Inside the Hashes, my name is Juan Guarin-Camargo. We'll see you next time.